Good afternoon. You are warmly welcome to the National Center for Advancement of Social Science and Humanities, NCAS. Today, we are going to actually have a launching ceremony of the NCAS journal, which is Sri Lanka Journal of Advanced Social Studies. On behalf of the National Center for Advanced Science, Humanities and Social Science, as the acting director, I would like to warmly welcome our chief guest today, Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, Chairman, University Grant Commission, and guest of honor, Senior Professor Chandan Udavatta, Vice Chairman of University Grant Commissions, and all the council members of the National Center, and our senior visiting fellow, Senior Professor H.D. Karnaratna, who is also the chief editor of the today's journal launching. I just actually wanted to, as the acting director, I wanted to say a few words about National Center, NCAS, as well as a bit of a journal. So, after welcoming all of you, actually, both who are joining with us online as well as offline, only few people are here because of the, severe health guideline, issued by the national health authorities. As you all know, NCAS is a national center in Sri Lanka. It was set up by an ordinance in October 2005 under the section of 224A of the University Act number 16 of 1978 for the purpose of actually promoting advanced studies and research, mainly in the field of humanities and social science in Sri Lanka. Because this was basically work of great pioneering scholars who were actually gathered in UGC at that time, 2005, under the leadership of Professor Senaka Bandaranaike, and they basically established this center to promote Sri Lankan research and training young people in the field of humanities and social science. NCAS actually conducting many activities. Let me say, Mr. Chairman, a few of such activities that we are carried out. Particularly, we are conducting training for academics on research, basically both quantitative, qualitative, and theoretical, philosophical, epistemological, and ontological kind of training for young academics. So we have been conducting such research training, and also apart from that, we also conduct academic writing workshop. How to write academic papers, dissertations, PhD thesis, and so on and so forth. And also, actually, we train executive staff of the universities. So by providing several, training programs, and also non-academics. So in that sense, NCAS basically providing not only actually training for academic, but also executive as the non-academic as well, by bringing reputed actually scholars in Sri Lanka as well as overseas to train our, our staff in the Sri Lankan university system. And also, actually, we provide PhD scholarships. That's the main idea, where we basically provide both foreign and the local training of PhD. So far we have around now over 5,000 scholarships we have actually sort of provided. And currently we have 126 students are getting foreign training as well as the local training for PhD in the field of humanities and social science. We also carry guest lectures, discussions based on contemporary issues, and inviting both overseas scholars and the local scholars, and providing other training and scholarships and research. We want to really promote research among the young generations of Sri Lanka. As a result of that, actually, the most importantly, we published biannual journal that is basically, Sri Lanka Journal of Advanced Social Studies. As you all know that actually this is a very interesting year we have already passed. I just wanted to say something about that as well. We celebrated 100 years of, teaching humanities and social science in Sri Lankan universities. We had a very big conference and the gathering, and also published volumes, several volumes to celebrate that under the leadership of Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, the chairman, and the vice chairman, and the standing committee as the chairman of the standing committee of humanities and social science. We could actually celebrate it in a grand manner. So that also very important, because what we are doing all those things because of we want to really push the humanities and social science education in Sri Lanka to higher level, which include the management, law, library science, you see all other whatever humanities and social science field. So therefore, it's a broader area. It's not just confined to the arts or maybe so just social science. So it is a broad area where we accommodate all the other actually discipline as well. So as a result of that, actually we as scholars in the field of humanities and social science, we must get together and promote our discipline, our knowledge production. It is very much actually not recognized, I would say, in the Sri Lankan context. You see, not that much. You see, now they think that natural sciences are very, very important. I say actually natural science is also very important. But at the same time, actually, you need, understand human. Basically, we are dealing with the human. That is why we call human sciences, right? So we are not interested in natural phenomena. We are interested in human phenomena. So therefore, actually developing humanities and social science in this country is very, very, very important. We can't just neglect it. We have to provide more funding. So I'm telling in front of actually our chairman UGC, he actually very keen on sort of encouraging and enhancing research and publication in the humanities and socials, and also training our young minds in both overseas and the locally. So I don't want to really elaborate on that much at the moment, but let me come back to quickly this very important, publication, right? So as I said, the NCAS basically not just generating knowledge, but also we want to disseminate the knowledge as well. So the dissemination knowledge actually comes in a various forms. You see now it can be disseminated through book forms. It can be actually distributed through you see the chapter and book chapters and articles, both online and offline. So you see now NCAS basically published this particular journal both online and offline. So this actually journal, let me say a bit of a history about this particular journal. This journal was started 2009. This place NCAS was started 2005, but the journal basically started in 2009, and then actually director Professor Lakshmi Fernand. Then, of course, this format, at that time, it was called Sri Lanka Journal of Humanities and Social Science, SLJ HSS. So that was a kind of the journal basically name at that time. Now, 2011 onwards, it has actually changed into the current title, Sri Lanka Journal of Advanced Social Studies. So that is the, now we are basically calling it, but continuously from 2009, this journal has been basically published biannually. So therefore, I think I just wanted to basically thank the volume basically 10 volume 10 number 1 and 2 we are going to launch today, both the printed forms as well as the online as online journal. So yeah, that's the basically this journal very much carry or disseminate the knowledge generated by the scholars in our society, basically based on the NCAS annual symposium. We annually conduct a symposium. Part of that, in outcome, one of the key outcome of that particular symposium is that the printing or publishing journal, NCAS journal, the Advanced Social Studies. So I think Professor H.D. Karunaratne, he has been basically visiting senior research fellow at the NCAS for last 2 years, and he actually basically gave the leadership to publish this journal. Today we are going to launch, and he is the chief editor, and we have several editorial members also representing different universities in our university system, which is come under purview of University Grant Commission. And I want to really congratulate as the acting director of the NCAS for the chief editor and also editorial board, and also actually those who have basically presented their work at the conference, and of course the best papers we have basically included in this journal. So with that note, let me once again congratulate. Now we are aiming basically publish the 11th volume before end of April, so that we will publish 2 volumes together to 2021. Actually, Professor H.D. Karunaratne is working on that, and he is very keen researcher and keen interest of publishing things and doing research. So therefore, I'm really happy that he took the leadership of doing the publishing this particular journal, and we could maintain the continuity of publishing this journal. With that note, once again, let me welcome you all, including our chairman and the vice chairman, and all other council members and the participants. We see distinguished academics and researchers basically participating in this online and offline. So once again, I would warmly welcome you all to the today's journal launching ceremony at the NCAS. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Senior Professor Premakumar De Silva, Director, NCAS, Senior Professor Sampath Amartunga, Chairman of the UGC, and Vice Chairman, Senior Professor Chandran Mutawakka. It's a great opportunity. They provided me to work as a research supporter here as the editor and the journal publisher. So, and we conducted one international conference as well. So without taking much time, we will go quickly. I would like to invite Professor Sampath Amartunga to the front. First of all, then we can grant the journal to our voters as well. Professor Sampath Amartunga, can you come here? Front. Okay. Thank you very much.
1 minute.
I think we can just do some of the I would like to invite also Chandra Udavata and over this Dr. Tulsi. Finally, we have, I think in absence here, Indika, can you take for Abegula Sekar? That's Abegula. I would like to invite Dr. Kumar to hand over Indika and Pereira. Thank you very much. Now I hope that yeah, there is one more. Okay, thank you very much for everyone attending today. Today, of course, is very important day because the backlog is clearing today. That's the issue. I can remember when Professor Sampath Amarasinghe became the chairman of UGC, he asked me to serve here as the visiting research fellow and be the editor of this journal. But unfortunately, we all are aware that in 2020, we had the COVID-19 problem. So therefore, collecting articles and sending it to referees and reviewers and of course, many activities we had to do under the COVID-19 situation. Particularly, I should thank in this moment to Dr. Upuli Pereira from the University of Sri Jayawardenepura and Dr. Sagara Chandrasekhara from University of Colombo, Dr. Tishani Sherin Herath from the University of Kelaniya, Dr. Janita Abegunasekara from University of Colombo, and Professor R.M.K. Ratnayaka from University of Sri Jayawardenepura, Professor Nalin Abesekara from Open University of Sri Lanka, Professor Shiranta Hinkendra from University of Sri Jayawardenepura, Professor Punchi Prasanthi Narangoda from the University of Kelaniya for assisting as the editors of this journal, and there were reviewers. All articles were blind reviewed by the scholars. So there are 6 articles in the first journal. Then the journal volume 10, number 2, also we are launching today. That of course e-version we are launching today. So there are 4 articles, 5 articles in the issue 2, issue number 2. So of course we would like to thank all the contributors to continue this journal. So I think it's a good thing. Then by April, we will be able to publish other 2 as well. Then entire backlog will be cleared. So there will be a June 22 issue. We will be calling application for soon. Application soon for that issue. So I think as authors, you have contributed to the development of social sciences in Sri Lanka. The range of articles you can see from management to economics to social sciences, law, and all the across of these disciplinaries articles you can find here. So therefore, I think it will be a good journal, and this journal will be continued. So I don't want to take much time. So without taking much time, I would like to invite from our chairman of UGC to deliver a small speech. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Professor Udavatta, Vice Chairman UGC, Professor Premakumara, also one of the members of the commission, and presently the acting director of NCAS, and Professor Karunaratna, chief editor of this prestige publication journal, and also the visiting fellow of NCS. And very well-known fact is the VC elect for University of Colombo as well. And all authors and members of the editorial board, organizing committee, and ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much inviting me to say a few words of this memorable situation. Of course, UGC is very much concerned about the quality of publications of all universities, including NCAS. So maintaining high quality a journal like this is not an easy task. The society drives for number of papers. People count how many papers that you have. So numbers have become important than a quality. On the other hand, when it is come to evaluation, maybe for promotions and any other, system also help people to go for numbers, not for the quality. So for the last 2 years at the commission level, we developed the forthcoming circular for the promotion. Comprehensively, we are studying how to avoid unnecessary things, how to bring quality when we measure research. So it's very difficult sometimes. So of course, we know there are ranks for journals, and we all know, just saying the name of the journal, whether it is good or bad. So the NCS, the reputation is very high. In fact, I have asked acting director, because this place linked with all art faculties, management faculties, and with other universities as well. So easily we can go for a index journal in future. But only thing, you have to continuously publish high quality journal papers. Not like 30, 40 years ago, the present day, the young PhDs, they are very much concerned about publications. So here and there, especially in management and humanities, we experience conferences where easily at least 20-30% of the papers of such conferences can develop for a very good journal publication. To have a conference, sometimes we spend millions. But at the end of the day, if you just see the cost of a paper, it will be very high. Very high. So these are the things actually we have to consider when it is come to publications. Especially when the university ranking is concerned. So UGC is having a concern of establishing some authority, some institution, maybe a faculty or a center or some kind of authority like that in each and every university to work towards ranking, especially publications. Because when it is come to research in our system, there is no proper guidance. If you look at all the list of circulars issued by UGC, there are so many salary related circulars, overtime and other benefit related circulars, recruitment circulars. There are so many number of circulars, more than thousands. But how much you have circulars in the area of research? It's only 2. So you can just imagine. Now we are not, concerned, or we are not, driving or managing research in the system. Those 2 circulars are popular. One is our research allowance circular. So actually, when I was the chairman FUTA with my colleagues, we have drafted that for the treasury at that time. That has become anyway a circular. Few days later, ministry and UGC issued that circular. That is number 1. Number 2, few years ago, one professor from Peradeniya introduced research-based increments, which is not in operation, but that was issued. If your H index is 3 or above, so there is a performance-based payment for you for that. So these 2 are the only. So that is why actually we are not sometimes concerned about ranking and quality of research. So if the VC is very much interested in ranking, then that university drive in ranking. Otherwise, that is totally neglected. Even the next person cannot then cope up and drive the university for objectives. To overcome this, so Commission is trying to now set up some authority to take the responsibility of quality of publications and ranking in universities. That is one way how the Commission concerned to involve in developing this area. And also, the present structure of universities, obviously, the positions, if you just at a glance look at our system, still we have the positions named by the period of Sir Ivogenics. Today we need brand managers because we are now competing with international universities. We don't have brand managers. These have become voluntary work. And also even our websites, we run with voluntary employment. This is actually very bad. But anyway, with the present situation of expansions, we all know it is difficult to establish new cadres, bring new people. What I have explained are highly demanding jobs in the industry. Brand managers, you cannot get a brand manager for 25,000 rupees. Maybe you have to pay more than a salary of a professor. But how to overcome that issue? These are real matters. But without giving some kind of solution for these, you can't have a jump from this stage to a better place. So Colombo University close to 1,500. To bring Colombo to 500, you have to invest. 3 universities within 2,000 to 2,300, 3 universities. To take them to 1,500, you have to invest. Our increment form, just to get 750 rupees, most of the researchers won't declare their annual publication. They don't give. They just put the name, the date of birth, the date of promotion, countries visited, number of hours, classes, and the signature, that's all. You get the increment because it is 750. You don't put index journals. In some forms, there is no place to at least write down your list of publications during the year. These are the things actually we have to sit and discuss and take into consideration. And we are very much concerned about innovation. During the COVID, I just calculated how much we normally spend on OT, simply. Because we have closed at that time. Calculated that amount and taken that money and made a fund for invention and issued a small circular among academic staff and students saying that money is available for invention. So a lot of people have requested money. So we have given 10,000, 25,000, 100,000. They have come up with some invention. But we have to continue all this. So many things to tell you, but this is not the forum to take much time. Things are happening. things are moving, we are very much concerned. We are going to issue the circular very soon. I have requested FUTA comments also. Some may say that being the regulator, why you want to have a link with a union? As far as the union is concerned, the development of quality, we have to get the help of anybody. So FUTA has given us a tremendous support for developing the circular. They have never ever argued with us to dilute the quality of that what we expect from a professor. So very soon we are going to a table. Definitely there will be grace period. And these are the things actually I want to tell you. So thank you very much, Professor Karmaratnam, clearing the backlog. And also he has tendered his resignation as the research fellow of NCAS to take up duties at University of Colombo as VC in April. So I got a copy. I immediately checked the protocol. Then I saw that you have just copied me. You have reported that to the director. So it's correct. The way you wrote the letter and sending copies is correct. So thank you very much, Professor Premakumara, taking all the trouble. Professor Premakumara, we all know, is one of the top class researchers in the field of humanities and social sciences. His index is, I think, more than 15. Professor Premakumara, am I correct? Yes. So it's a great strength for me as well, because I use that skill at the commission level whenever we talk about the policies for social these arts faculties, humanities and social sciences. So that skill actually I always capitalize and grab and use for the development. Thank you so much again inviting me, and wish you all the best. And thank you so much devoting time to write for NCS journal, and excellent papers. And I checked whether there are papers from Professor Karmara. Luckily, no papers. No papers. So if you include a paper of the chief editor, that is the end of the quality of this thing, then I can't talk like this. So thank you, Professor Karmaratnam, not taking your privileges, this thing, to bring your publication. Right? So really, I admire the quality that you have maintained here, and also Professor Premakumar. Hope I'm correct. Most of our university journals, if you look at inside, editors are publishing papers. Right? And how can you get marks? 5 marks, 4 marks, 3 marks, 2. You can't change. You can't go and show those papers internationally. You can't do that. Those are the areas actually that authority, what we are going to establish, can help and can educate our community. What is quality, how to improve quality, and how to have good citation amount, so on. Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senior Professor Sampath Amarsunde, Chairman of UGC. Very much valuable ideas he provided us. regarding the research in Sri Lanka, there are many regulations, many things we have to develop because still our research area is not developed. One important aspect, what I just want to remember for Samarthunga, this is very important thing that, since 2019, 2009, there was a problem in Sri Lanka that all universities getting rumors, the professor circular coming soon. So everybody trying and apply, right? So now also I think, but one disastrous you could stop. I think in 2019 there was a disastrous professor scheme drag. So thank you very much for your that initiative. Otherwise, the Sri Lankan university system, I think, has gone a very difficult situation. But with the new scheme, I think we will be able to have it for a longer period. Maybe dynamic changes are essential, but I think in this country, the most disastrous thing is the rumors. Now the economy is also, is running with the rumors. Someone coming in front of media and saying no petrol from tomorrow, but every day petrol there, right? So there should be a legal action for that. So similar rumor applied to the research also. We can see in 2009 there was a disaster, and even some other period when the time when we adjust the scheme before the adjustment, there is a tendency to put the application. So I hope that this situation will finish with the new type of scheme developed by the Professor Sampath Samarthunga. And I must thank for another one where you have done in Sri Lanka is this Vice Chancellor selection scheme. It was an excellent scheme. I think at least we can see our achievements from there. I think further development is essential, but it's a good initiative rather than earlier election system. So anyway, we have to face the challenges coming in the university system. With the help of our senior professors, I hope we can go in further. Thank you very much for attending today. I think I must give my thanks to all the authors who cooperated with me for a longer period because of the COVID, and until we are getting the reviewed articles from the referees, we had difficulties. But thank you very much for bearing with us, waiting with us. So then I hope all the authors will satisfy. Before the April 1st, we are trying to release other two journals as well for Professor Sampath Samarthunga and Professor Prema Kumar Silva and Professor Chandran Dutta. Thank you very much today joining with us and helping us to end up this series. Thank you. We'll stop there. Yeah, I think you all are invited for the refreshments supplied by NCAS. Thank you.